Hello and welcome! This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more Hearts of Iron 4, continuing on with the Make Love, Not War series. And I have, in between videos, been doing a little bit of transitioning of the fighter forces, getting rid of some of the fighter groups that didn't have a lot of prop planes left, and actually creating a new jet plane wing, although jet planes are still a little bit on the underproduced side at the moment, so it's gonna take time to build them up, especially considering how low the efficiency is. But once those start getting into production, I'll be over time getting rid of prop plane wings and replacing them with fighter wings, and eventually when we get enough of those replaced, I'll go ahead and cancel out the production of the prop fighters altogether. But for now, I'll continue a little bit of that production. In any case, let's go ahead and jump over to South Africa here, where all the action is, and see if we can continue that action. Now, at the moment, I am pushing to try and improve supply, which I have more or less managed to do, if we take a look at that. So as long as we're not in this red area here, we're okay, and I'm actually moving a bunch of troops down into the green area to try and improve that issue for sure. And then I'm going to continue attempting to mop up this last remaining division here, which we're about to achieve. You know, I never did... Okay, so these guys should be leaving this area. At least I think they should be. Although you never really know with this Navy. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and just tell it to go into a port somewhere and pick up this destroyer. And then we'll see about getting them back on the mission that they're supposed to be doing. Okay, let's go ahead and, again, jump back. I just want a reminder of what's going over here on in the east. Looks like the British Raj is really on its last legs. They're holding out pretty well over here in the east, but over in the west, due to both Iran and Russia pushing, as well as this Chinese empire, which I think is a puppet of Japan. And the Chinese empire is the one that's getting the territory for the most part in here. So that's very interesting that the Chinese empire is based in India. But all right, it is what it is. And I might as well send these guys to help out with this combat. And then you guys are being sent by the AI along those lines. Now, supply still remains bad in this section. And actually, it's quite bad over here, too. Which is surprising, because it was yellow. And now it's green. It looks like... Am I being attacked? It looks like I am being attacked. Not really sure how to respond to that. Other than maybe to send these guys over here to assist. And hopefully they can get there in time. I could also have these guys assist. As these guys are divided, it should make this attack a little bit more successful. I do definitely get tired of that low supply sound. Okay, so we're getting stopped here. Let's just chill for a little bit. Might be able to take advantage over here and push these guys. Let's go ahead and do that, because we have better organization than they do. And we can go ahead and halt this for now. Although they might come in here and cut off supply. We're going to work on seeing what we can do to improve that. We do have tanks here. But they have 25 divisions here. How about I bring my tanks over to this city? As we're going to have units moving in here anyway. And part of me says even just bring all my troops down into where we have better supply. So, I think I'm going to do that. So you guys go there. Actually, we do a better move here. Maybe we do... Oh, well. It doesn't matter. And then you go ahead and cross the river. And you guys strategically move down here. Or down here. There we go. And then this group is already moving out. So we're good to go there. And I believe outside of this unit, who we're going to strategically move down to this port, because the port is very important. I almost wonder if it's because the area that we're occupying here is actually grown, and this port can only sustain so much, maybe? Alright. We can chill with that. Attack. Now, I am kind of disappointed that this move is proving not great for me. Matter of fact, I'm being attacked here. Let's see if we can do a three-prong attack here. And push these guys back. These guys are going to get knocked out regardless. I don't think there's anything I can do about that. But we can at least save them from being surrounded. Okay, so there should be, what? 5 divisions here against 1 that's also preoccupied by other things going on. Alright, so the tanks. I'll have them go ahead and come down here as well. We need to capture this port. And the sooner I do that, the better. Before stuff like that happens. Ouch. 7 divisions. Alright, I'm going to have to chill here for a moment. Okay, and you guys are moving over there. That's perfect. Alright. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and delete this line. And I'm going to draw it where the supply is. Oh, well now we magically have good supply here. Well, that's a bummer. Okay. I mean, that's good to see. Maybe I got that one bit of construction done because I was building some infrastructure. Wonder what this state here is called. Natal. So that has damaged infrastructure, which might be the reason why we're having some supply issues. Okay, so yeah, these 2 areas need repaired, it looks like, as far as that goes. We have more volunteers being sent by Poland, which is good. Tanks are moving. Do I continue with this assault, or do I send them somewhere else? I think I send them somewhere else. As a matter of fact, I'd like to strategically move them down here. And you guys are moving down there too. How about you strategically move? That makes you move there a lot faster. And then we can maybe make a push on this port and improve our supply situation. And I do need to have the army have a new line here, right? Well, I am going to, I think, set up more or less, though, along those lines. So we're going to go ahead, do a front line. And we're going to do it from here down like that. Perfect. Should be much better. Okay. Oh, we're being attacked again, huh? Alright, well, that's the way it's going to be. These guys are going to have to wait, though, for their organization to get back up. I mean, that's a smart move for them to attack, but... Okay, so they've got their organization up. Let's get in there. Wow, really? They're distracted and outnumbered and being attacked from many directions. And yet still, they pushed me back. Alright, well. Not a whole lot I can do there. Guess we just stop the attack for now. Alright, well, my steamrolling through the south here isn't going to work. But now they've kind of opened up opportunities over here that I could attack. So, why not? So, all you guys are going to come in here. All you guys are going to come in there. And, you know what? I should do an offensive line, honestly. So, let's grab these guys. Let's set up an offensive line. So, there. And I'll just go ahead and draw it from Cape Town. Across, like... like that. That'll be our offensive line. Now, I'm not going to tell them to go yet. Because I want them to build up some... I forget the term. Readiness of... I'll tell you here in a second. Land preparation, that's what I wanted. Okay, let's go ahead and check the situation going on over here in the air. So, there remains fighters over the English Channel and southern England. How is our rocket bases? They are still probably running older rockets. A little bit newer rockets. Still, production is somewhat slow. Of the bases, though, I should have 3. Kind of hard to see in air mode. Yeah, this one. These are still old ones, too. Entirely old ones. Jeez. Takes forever to upgrade these things, it looks like. If they ever do get upgraded. I'm still not sure of that. Alright. So anyway, the question was, how's our air planes doing? Can I create a new... Oh, I have tactical jet bombers. That isn't what I created, is it? No, it was another fighter wing. So I have tactical jet fighters. What are the range on those? I'm not sure if they're very particularly good. It's only... let's see, where's range? Range. It's only 1K, which is actually shorter than the 3K that tactical bombers normally have. So I'm going to want them to be relatively close. I think we can hold off, though, because there's only one. So it's not like we're going to have an operational wing for quite a while. Alright, so it doesn't feel like to me that I can really start replacing any more wings because this wing here is still getting built up. So we're going to have to be patient, I think, with that and just focus on the African campaign. How's recruiting going, though? Do I have any troops that have been recruited? Oh, okay, so I shouldn't be recruiting any more tanks, so we can go ahead and grab these guys and add them into the Red Army. Then we have some paratroopers, which we're going to go ahead and add into this army here. I don't know if they'll get transported over here or not on their own. So we'll just preemptively just send them over there. Oops. Or we could add them to this. So there we go. Right? No? Control click to assign units. There we go. That should be good to go. And they should move on their own. Good job. All right. Let's go back to Africa. And I'm going to assume they closed down this corridor. Yeah, they did. And I did manage to push through here. I'm being counterattacked by these guys, who've actually left themselves open to counterattack. So let's go ahead and do that. And I kind of want to move tanks over here. Get them into the better terrain to operate. Here, you can go over there. And then you can hook in there. I'm actually very surprised with the number of divisions I have thrown over here. I can actually throw more at it, though. There we go. You instead move like that. I don't know what you're doing over there. Okay. That should be a little bit better. Now, there is a river crossing for those guys. Oh, good. My favorite sound effect. Well, if they allow me to, I'm going to keep pushing here. I'll keep these 4 divisions where they are for now. This is not a river crossing, is it? It will be for these guys, though. Alright. You know what? We're going to go ahead and be aggressive here. Send these 8 divisions here. These 4 divisions down there. I don't even know why those 4 divisions are over there. And the 3 mountain divisions can come over here while we send these divisions over here. Alright. Stuff is arriving. How's supply looking now? All red. Not exactly sure why. Are we getting bombed or something? It's quite possible. And I may want to start queuing up more oil refineries because oil is still a problem. Speaking of trade overall, how are we doing? We have a surplus of steel. And we have a surplus of rubber. The steel, I mostly see as something that I can start getting rid of. Some of these, so I get more factories. I'm not going to get rid of all of this. I'm going to instead do maybe that much. But we should still have a surplus after all that. Anyway, construction time. So I need more refineries. And we'll go ahead and just go through this territory over here for the refineries. And you know what? I'll keep them where they are. They're far down here, but we'll go through the repairing and we'll get all that done. But while oil remains an issue, aluminum I really can't do a whole lot about. Unless I can trade for it, which, as far as I can tell, I can't. I mean, I could get a little bit from Norway, but yeah, might as well. Every little bit helps. How long, though, that will remain the case, who knows? Oh, there's now 12 divisions here. A lot more than there was in the past. But hey, you know, keep these guys pinned down so that we can keep pushing through here. That sounds like a good plan. 40 divisions over here, geez. And as long as these guys continue to push, I'm pretty happy. Okay, I think we won this battle. So I can continue pushing here. Perfect. Getting counterattacked. Not sure there's a whole lot I can do about the counterattack. I guess I can move these guys in to help. Oops. There we go. Getting it to counterattacked here, too. This is a little bit more threatening, as I don't have a lot of organization in these areas. Doing pretty well here, though. Oh, I'm paused. Okay. Managed to take that bit here. We're being counterattacked. Hey, if you counterattack me, I feel like you don't give me much choice but to attack you as well. Who knows what all these troops back here are doing? Oh, they're moving in a little bit. Okay. I'm going to have to maybe keep these divisions where they are. Except if I do that, I'm outnumbered, aren't I? Oh, no, it's 9-9, but I guess the terrain is what really limits me there. I find that interesting, even though that they are distracted. Oh, hell, I'll throw these 4 divisions in. They're not likely to succeed. Alright, there we go. And then... oh, we're being attacked here hard. Don't think there's anything I can do to actually break up this attack, though. They just have so many divisions that they can throw at me at any given time. It's challenging to deal with it. But as long as I make forward progress, it's good. You know, I'm tempted to fight them here, though. I've got 10 divisions. And I've got another 4 here that is not in really good shape, but... yeah, okay, that's dumb, I guess. So they're going to win this fight. There's not a whole lot I can do about it. So I might as well just retreat. And instead, we'll send divisions into this fight. Alright. So that should be the last of the air doctrines. I could continue with land doctrines, as we still have quite a few to get. We can do modern blitzkrieg, which gives me organization, both for infantry and tanks. That sounds like a good plan. All right. Huh. What's going on here? Oh, Polish forces are attacking. Alright, you know what? This guy needs to strategically move. I don't know what he's doing all the way back there. Matter of fact, what are these guys doing? Let's get him moved over here. Hello? Why am I not getting anything happening? Is there, like, no infrastructure to speak of down here? Possible. Okay. What happened to these divisions that were here? Weren't there a bunch of divisions here? Oh. Are they attacking? No, Polish forces are attacking. Okay. Well, that's mildly frustrating. Alright. You guys get in there. You guys get in there. See if we can tip the balance here. I mean, if anything, I'm getting my forces into position. Alright, so now they're coming after me. How many divisions are they sending? Just 4 against 12? I'm pretty confident we'll win there. I don't think there's anything I can do to take advantage of it, though. And how is the progress here for this unit? It's possible they haven't been building up very much at all because units have mostly been attacking due to my orders. Alright. So that ceased. They're building up forces over here. I'm not sure I'm that worried about. I mean, they have a fair number of troops here that are really causing me issues. All I really need to do is take these couple towns, and they're pretty much done, I think. South Africa, anyway. All right, let's get more forces back in here. I know organization is low, but supply is an issue, so, I mean, it's going to be low. It's possible we might be able to take advantage of low manpower reserves. I don't really know what kind of manpower these guys have, but all right, so we got port strikes going on, or we lose a submarine. Well, that's not good. And these guys can merge up, and then we're gonna evaluate what's going on here. So first things first, you're gonna get your mission. Now your mission, search and destroy. There you go. Okay, so they're attacking me over where? I would imagine there would be something here if there was something going on. Oh well. Take a look at the air. Alright, so mostly I've built up a good number of fighters. Let's see here. Got another fighter group I can build. So I might as well do that. Let's go and find that fighter group and expand it up to 200, which is what I have been doing with all these jet fighter groups. Set that limit. And then I'm going to go ahead and trash this fighter group. And this is kind of what I've been doing. And we're getting close to being ready to go. Now, I think I got a ace. I should have at least one. See if we have any other ones that I've canceled out. Okay, so that guy's already assigned. I might have actually de-assigned somebody on accident. Looks like... Oh, here we go. Here's an unassigned. Well, it's good to have our aces on jet fighter wings anyway, because that's what's going to be replacing everything. And how about fighters over here? So we're a little ways away, I would say, from getting things going. Alright, so let's jump back over. Now, the planning for these things should be ready to go. But I need to have that air superiority, in my opinion, and possibly naval superiority in this region for any of this to actually be successful. So we're going to wait until we get that. All right, let's continue combat here. Ooh, these guys are not fighting anymore. I need everybody over here to be fighting. I definitely want this little bit of ground. I don't care the cost. We will have it. I may be able to just grind down the South Africans. All right, we managed to win. Perfect. Any troops that are now moving can just chill. Am I continuing to attack? No, they're attacking me. How many divisions? All right, 6 on 5. All right, I could see that. And some of the organization is pretty bad. Alright, these guys are going to stay put. As are these guys. Anyone that's here that's moving can continue their movement. Anyone here that's moving can continue their movement, I'd say. Alright, so holding on to this is going to be tough because I have to get troops in there before we get knocked out. The tanks will probably hold out pretty well. Infantry, I'm not so sure. Alright, so we're quickly starting to win this fight. Okay. I think we're pretty much good to go. Now, the real question is, can I ever really find an area that I can push through? And that's going to be tough because they have really clumped together their units. 11 divisions here, 18 divisions here. These are mountains. It's going to be very tough to fight. I think at this point, I have to start moving my tanks over here. And we're going to have to try and make our progress. I'm going to actually move motorized troops too. We're going to have to try and make our progress. Alright, so those are the changes I'm making. So mountain troops are going to be over here to defend the port. We're going to have infantry mostly here. And we're going to try and use the mobile divisions to make a path through this area, which is right now the path of least resistance. But, you know, I've managed to make some ground, but really the problem is just really poor supply. Some of that's probably damage due to, damage to the infrastructure. But this is definitely an issue. And maybe I should build up the infrastructure even more than I already have. So let's take a look at that. So right now we don't have much infrastructure over here at all. We can remedy that. That's probably a problem. As a matter of fact, I'm assuming there's a port over here. I can't really see it, though. Yeah, there is. I think I should probably improve infrastructure that goes from that port along, because this is probably a bottleneck. So go ahead and get these up to a minimum of 5. We'll get that up to 6. And we'll get this up to 7. And I'll improve this up to 3. And then we'll grab all the infrastructure and we'll put that up towards the top so it gets worked on as a top priority. And we have enough factories that we'll still be working on other things. All right. Well, in any case, I think this is going to be a good point to put a cut in the video. I do have a little bit of tungsten I do want to deal with here. All right. We'll do the Siamese Empire. There we go. All right. In any case, as I said, this is a good point to put a cut in the video. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner signing out.